I absolutely love the Uncharted games. Uncharted 4 was and is my favorite video game of all time. I think it's the greatest game I've ever played. And the first three, while the third one was a letdown, I absolutely love them. I think they're brilliant games. They throw you straight into the action, which is something I really, really love about the game. That being said, when I heard that there was going to be an Uncharted movie, I was over the moon, but at the same time, I was worried because of the track record of video game movies. They're never usually good. Apart from the last Tomb Raider movies, and quite frankly, the other Tomb Raider movies, granted they weren't great, but those are the best ones. Is the Tomb Raider movies. The recent one was an actual good movie, I think, but the original two were just meh. Like, they were cheesy and corny, but they were still, like, unsurprisingly the best video game movies I think have ever been made, which says a lot about video game movies. Anyway, I'm wrong. Now, as a diehard Uncharted fan, I was really excited for this movie, but when I went into it, it left me feeling conflicted after it. I don't know, I felt disappointed. That confliction turned into a disappointment. And that's not to say the movie was exactly bad. Like, social media is painting it to be the worst thing ever made, which I don't think it is, but it was an entertaining mess. Let's put it like that. If I was to start off with praising the movie, I think the cinematography, it's decent. Like, the action set pieces are very entertaining, which is basically throughout the whole movie. There's never once a dull moment in the movie. I'm always entertained. The script keeps the movie going, which will be good for people who are just going in there to have a good time. And I did have a good time when I went in there and watched the movie. And the color grading of the film, I don't know if it was just me, but there was something about some scenes where the color grading, like, this dark blue tinge to it. It reminded me of the Uncharted 4 cover, and I don't know, it's brilliant. I don't know, it's inexplicably beautiful, man. I don't know, I can't really explain why. I know it's not that big a deal, but cinematography means a lot to me, and I think it was decent. And like I mentioned before, the screenplay really allowed the movie to keep moving at a very fast pace. Me and my friend, we left the movie, we were having such a great time. We were laughing, we were smiling, we were cheering. It was great. It was a great time. And, that could have never happened if the screenplay wasn't made to be entertaining. However, with that entertainment, it sacrifices actual characterization for spectacle. And, I always say this: spectacle and entertainment doesn't mean make a good movie. And was this a good movie? No, I don't think this was a good movie. And the biggest problem with this movie is not the action set pieces, and not total unrealistic nature of it, but rather the characters. Like, as an Uncharted fan going into that, I'm expecting Nathan Drake, and what I got was Peter Parker, because Tom Holland is playing that character. I did not feel Nathan Drake in him at all. And it isn't helped by the fact that they wanted to make him younger for the sake of having Tom Holland in the movie. It's like they casted Tom Holland because he's popular, not because he fits the Nathan Drake style. In my personal opinion, it feels very much like that. They wanted a face to market off of and bounce off of, and they just got Tom Holland for that. Mark Wahlberg. Oh, Mark Wahlberg. Oh, Mark Wahlberg. Knowing these characters, going in there expecting to get something accurate, bare minimum accurate, I got actors who were casted because they were big names, and the studio wanted to market off of those big names to pull in numbers. It didn't feel very authentic to me. It just felt like a quick cash grab and it felt like it's not like they needed to make an Uncharted movie. They forced themselves into making one, and it doesn't feel authentic. It feels so forced. It's insane. The plot, I called it a plot. It's barely a plot. It's just a series of events that occur in different acts, and we're supposed to follow along with it. And I did follow along with it. However, it doesn't feel like a plot because I've seen that movie already. We've seen The Adventures of Tintin, which is very underrated. We've seen Indiana Jones, and even the last Tomb Raider movie that was made. I've seen all those movies already. If I wanted an action and adventure treasure hunting movie, and go and watch those movies. National Treasure even. Like we've seen those movies already. It's extremely derivative of other treasure hunting adventure movies that have come up before. And it's really just, it's a mess. It's an absolute shit show. Would I watch it again? Yes, I would, because I'm an Uncharted fan, and I am willing to overlook those issues because it's a very entertaining movie, and I give them that. It's entertaining, but at the same time, it's an absolute mess of a movie when you look beyond the surface of it. And you know, of course, they're gonna make a sequel because it's going to make a lot of money because Tom Holland is the poster boy. So yeah, that was my quick little rant about Uncharted. It's not very structured because I had no script for this really. I just have bullet points of stuff I want to cover. If you want to see me go more in depth with this, please do let me know, because I just want to get on here, rant about it, and not talk about it ever again. Unless y'all want me to. So yeah, that's really about it. Yeah, see you guys in the next video. I'm out. Peace.
True or false, I'm the truth, so it's all non-fiction. Hey, true or false, read through it and it's all non-fiction. Say I'm the truth, I'm